snapped off, and now you went from partying at the Kardashians to being in a cell 23 hours a day.
Giving you an informative dialogue with a side of fun and laughter while cutting through the noise and bringing you the real stories behind the headlines.
My point is, if you're 40 or if you're still trying to push for something, it doesn't mean that it's over just because it's been delayed. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, this is Truth Be Told with two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming on YouTube.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the final Friday of 2024. Man, I did not think I'd be saying this early, but it's real. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly, live from the American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Our guest co-host today on this final Friday of the year is none other than Kayla Lewis. Allen, good morning, Kayla.
Good morning, Telly.
There it is.
Good morning, Telly. There we go. There we go.
Good morning. Good morning. We also have the legendary Homer Blow in the building. Good morning, Homer.
Great morning, great morning, great morning. It's a great morning.
It is, man. Friday, you just got a little pep in your step, man. It's like, man. And as always, we got DJ Ricky on the ones and twos. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, crew. How y'all are feeling? It is Friday.
Man, oh, man.
Feeling
Yes,
good
it
on this
is.
Friday morning.
How many Fridays well, I ain't got to count. I ain't got to remember that much. It's been 52 Fridays when I've been in here and I've said, man, I feel different on this day. But we haven't heard from you all in a while. So, Kayla, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was really
Okay.
nice. So I recently just purchased a home. My husband and I just purchased a home
Nice.
here in Milwaukee. And that was our Christmas gift. So
Hey,
we bought things for the house. That was our Christmas right there. But it was really nice. Just spent it at home and chilled out.
That's what's up. And got carpal tunnel from all those documents you got to sign. When
Oh,
you,
my God.
Man, oh, man.
So many things.
Y'all have
So
matching
many things.
pajamas?
No matching pajamas this year. It's so crazy how people are such an uproar about these matching pajamas. And it's like, we've been in a relationship for 8 years, been married for 5 years, we happy, and not a matching pajama in sight. So, like, that ain't the status. Like, that ain't what we trying to reach.
That ain't what you're trying to do.
No,
Man,
nah.
you got to think when holidays come around like Christmas, the pajama industry, that's when they just be like, yeah, it's our season now.
Yeah.
Because when other times are you buying pajamas throughout the year?
It's really Christmas. I've seen Halloween. I have seen Halloween where you get your kids together, they put on their Halloween pajamas, and they make all these little nice, cute Halloween things, but it's really Christmas. It's truly Christmas.
That ain't the part that I see. I see the ladies wearing Victoria secretions to the clubs and to all of the parties. That's when they put their pajamas
You
on.
right.
That's what I see on Halloween. I don't see the kids up there with the little ugly Halloween nightmare before.
You say they have their lingeries on.
Lingerie on, man. They got their lingerie on and up there talking about they perfect. Look at them. Why you looking at me?
Oh, my God.
You only got your name, address, and the interior of your house showing. You got pink furniture, don't you?
Oh, my God.
With that being said, Homer, how was your Christmas?
Man,
you had a lot going on.
Man, it was excellent, man, because I had a Salvation Army birthday on Christmas Day. It made 18 years that I've been with the Salvation Army.
Nice.
So I was at the Salvation Army 35th Annual Christmas Family Feast. And if you've seen any of the news stations and you heard the countdown, those kind of things were my idea. We're going to count down and we're going to say Merry Christmas as we open the doors and as the family came in, because I don't like calling them guests because it's the family feast. So
For sure.
Watching those thousands of people come in and knowing that they were about to receive a great hot meal. Also afterwards, they had free haircuts from the barbers. And shout out to my barber, Haircut Jones. And I don't want to hear nobody say that could see me talking about, why you got a barber? Just because I had bald
Oh,
head.
my goodness.
I still need a barber, okay?
I don't want to shave my own head.
Right.
You don't go put on your own curls in your hair, do you?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you for making that sound much better. That was much better than I could explain it. And then, of course, there were bags of toys for the families that had their children with them.
Nice.
Socks and hats and gloves. And so, the Salvation
All the
Army.
necessities.
Yeah, and it's the real feeling and meaning of what Christmas is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So to be able to be a part of that every year, that's where I get my joy. So I get there at 7 in the morning, and the doors don't open until 11 or 2, but I'm there till about 3:30 after I'm done.
I mean,
love
just
that.
just really epitomizing what the season is all about, and giving back, and making
absolutely.
sure that everyone can enjoy this season and not just your family. So,
That's it.
Homer, that's a big shout out to you, and I mean the longevity. Wow, I mean it must
18
be
years.
working. Yes,
Yeah, that's a commitment right there.
Yeah.
That's a commitment
absolutely.
to the community. I love it.
yes.
Well, like this year coming up in 2025, it'll be the 31st annual Homer Blow birthday party for the kids.
That's what's up.
This year
That
was the
is love.
30th, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, my Christmas, in case you all haven't heard, I'm still waiting on my wife's gift.
You didn't make it to the store, like I said? You said you was going to the store.
So, to not give it away, I couldn't say too much on the radio back then, but I did order something on the 18th, and
Wow.
I'm still waiting on it.
Wow. Okay.
What was your latest tracking update?
It was allegedly delivered yesterday to the store.
Oh my goodness.
And
Okay.
I went up to the store in Mayfair, and they were like, "You the seventh person that came and said that your stuff was here. It ain't here though."
Yeah, that's a bad experience.
Yeah.
But hey,
But hold on.
It's on its way, babe.
No.
It's on its way.
I got to get at you though, bro.
okay, what's that?
You waited till the 18th. You know how busy mailing is and deliveries are, and
well-
you trying to get it before the 25th.
Okay,
The 18th.
You're right.
I'll
You're
give
right.
you that. I'll give you that.
And I'm just saying
You're
it should have
right.
been. You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
Like if he really wanted it there. I'm sorry. I'm poking the bear.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But the other problem with that is, my wife ordered some shoes from the same place on the 20th and got her stuff.
It was a woman's name on the order, sir.
That's what it is.
No,
That's it.
what it was that was the thing that was like right there, readily available in the warehouse that she ordered it from. That was a logistics issue. That's it. That's all.
Well,
It should have been.
this is the
You gonna
reason
learn
why.
today.
This is the reason why I don't mess with that online stuff.
Yeah.
It never works out for me. Never works out.
Well, start earlier.
What you think about December 1st?
Well, no. How about November?
Okay.
I ain't
'Cause then
doing
you-
all that.
Black Friday.
But they don't even know what they want in November.
But that's why you in the situation you in.
Yeah, I did get her another gift though.
Right.
So I mean,
A makeup gift.
it wasn't a makeup gift.
It was an
Well,
in
you
addition
said
to.
that
In
It was
addition-
an addition to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, were you gonna do that had the original gift came?
I was.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that's
was.
good.
Because
I
other than
was.
that, it was a makeup.
I
gift.
was.
Was there a list?
A
And
whole
when did you
deal.
receive the list?
I never received a list.
Okay.
My wife is extraordinarily easy when
Okay,
it
that's
comes to this.
good.
She's not big on that, and as a matter of fact, she was like, "Well, I would have told you don't give me anything, and let's pay some bills with it." But I decided, look, I'm going to get you a
fall for
gift.
that.
Well,
Don't you fall for that.
Well, next year.
Don't you fall for that. I'm just
Listen.
telling you now.
Listen, sometimes it works.
Yeah,
like, if you know-
sometimes.
sometimes it works. Like, let's just have a nice dinner. Don't
yeah.
give me anything.
Stop it.
Homer, Kayla, next year on June 4th, I will be married to this woman for 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I ain't falling for nothing. It ain't no tricks that she can pull on me now.
right.
So if she really says it, like she really means it. Like
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. That some
Yeah.
people be like, you ain't gotta give me nothing.
Yeah.
And then
And hoping and
as
looking
soon
and
as the
searching.
26 come, they on the friend, girl, this food didn't give me nothing.
Yeah.
Like he could have gave me a card.
Yeah.
It's
so
gonna happen when you're not in the house, though. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. That call is gonna happen. Be like, I told him that, but see, you be wanting to just kind of throw little hints out. I didn't think he was gonna do it For
No,
real.
ladies, say what you mean what
Mean
you
what
say.
you say.
That's it.
Yes,
That's all.
yes,
we don't
yes.
need none of the trickery going on.
No, she's very verbal if she wants something. Like last year, she wanted a purse,
Okay.
and she let me know it throughout the year.
Right.
I
And
love
then
it.
I
Yep.
ended up getting her
So
a
what
purse.
if you didn't get the purse though?
I think she would have been disappointed. I don't know if she would admit it, but I think she would have been disappointed.
Disappointed or upset?
Disappointed.
Yeah.
She's never gotten upset that she hasn't gotten anything.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right.
yeah, at least for these first 19 years.
There you go.
She sounds like me, like a woman that doesn't really ask for much, but when I ask for something, I really want.
That's what you
this
want.
thing.
Yeah. And then there's times where your husband may get you something that you'll be like, oh, I really needed this, and then
Yeah.
realize
Yep.
it. I mean, because I ended up getting her some of this perfume, and she had never heard of it, but once she smelled it, she was like, this smells good. And I
Well,
was
that's
like,
because
See?
you know her.
Yep.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's true. And it costs.
Well, you know that helps too.
And that comes with time. Like, you can't just jump out the window getting women perfume, but y'all been together going on
Yes.
20 years.
Yeah.
You can kind of pick up on what she likes.
Yeah,
You get
I have
the
an
wrong
idea.
Shoes, you get the wrong.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You walk in on a conversation talking about, girl, I hope you still got the receipt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's, girl.
Yeah, and in all these years, I've never bought her clothes. Like, no, she knew.
Just give her a gift card.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I tried that a long time ago,
And
and
it
she
didn't
was
work
like,
out, did it?
"This country, I was
Right,
like, well,
yep.
you ain't got to worry about me
Tear
doing that
your
no more."
feelings out, man. They like it's like a Mortal Kombat. Come here and just rip your feelings
Yep.
out. You're like, I tried. You were in there like really going
Yeah,
for it.
nope. So I don't. I don't buy jeans. I don't.
You get a gift card. You get a gift card.
dress. Like,
Dress, no.
I always wanted that experience of the dress being laid out on the bed and my shoes there, and like all being accessorized.
That's
Like, get ready for
That
dinner.
sounds slick.
Watch
It's a-
way too many movies. You know what I'm
That
saying?
sounds slick. That sounds slick.
I want that
Because then when you get it and the dress look way too country, you be
Yeah.
like, what?
This looks cheap.
You should have had the lady help you out in the store.
Yeah.
Were you thinking
Or-
about me when you purchased it?
Like,
See what I'm saying?
Kayla, I'm glad you said that because it really is a no-win situation. Because if it's ugly, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's country. If it's cute, so who you been hanging around?
Right.
How you
Absolutely.
how you know about
That's
this?
where I was
Who helped
going.
you with this?
Yes,
That's where I was
because
going. It's a double-edged sword.
yeah. Because don't think, she just smelled the perfume and was like, oh, this smells good. She's like, so who told you about
Yep,
this?
yep.
Right,
And so,
right. Now all of a sudden, so I can't be attentive. I can't be attentive.
Like, babe,
so,
I know you like florals.
so when you had a little hint of blue in your hair, I wasn't supposed to notice.
yeah, that's true.
Because they'll come to you and be like,
This is
how you like my hair? You notice anything different?
Sometimes
Like, oh, it's nice.
Sometimes it's a
That's all.
no-win situation, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
all we say.
Sweet. I got to say great morning to Clerk of Circuit Courts, Anna Hodges, of course. I call her Miss Mollywop because in the election, when she was running for it, man, she didn't have the big budget that everybody else had, and she mollywopped her opponent. So that's
Shout
my
out.
girl.
Shout out to her.
Yes. And we were talking about gifts, and speaking of that, we have a really, really hot topic for you all, Truth Nation, and we want you to get engaged. 833-212-1017. Join us on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com, where you can see myself, Kayla, and the legendary Homer Blow live on YouTube. And when we return, we have some celebrities who are talking about not gifting their fortunes to their seeds once they pass on. And we want to get your thoughts. Are they being a little too hard on their offspring, or are they being fair and making them earn it themselves? Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly. More after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. I need you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price. Varsity Blood Center of Wisconsin proudly celebrates the 24th annual Holiday of Hope's Drives. Join us December 26th and 27th at 3rd Street Market Hall, or on December 30th at the Zoo. In less than 30 minutes, you can save up to 3 lives. Join us December 26th and 27th, 3rd Street Market Hall, or on December 30th at the Zoo to gift the gift of life. Parking is included and walk-ins are welcome. For more information or to book an appointment, visit versity.org/WI. That's VERSITI.org/WI.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we will be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. Visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com to sign up today. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC. We have Kayla Lewis Allen and the legendary Homer Blow in the building on this final Friday of 2024. And we are 2 days removed from Christmas, and we have been talking about gifts and you know, this is the shopping season and all that good stuff. And but something that kind of came across all of our radars, and a couple of celebrities have come out and said what they plan on doing with their fortunes once they pass on. And we're going to start with Jackie Chan. We all know Jackie Chan from all the Rush Hour movies and other movies that he has been in. And he has amassed a fortune of $400 million, which was kind of shocking to me. I'm like, man, Jackie was putting them numbers.
Man, you know how many movies he got? You know, some people just look at the Rush Hour, and I'm sure that's what brought him the bigger bucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, man, Jackie Chan is in so many movies, man. It's like watching who is it? Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And you think about all the movies that
Got
he's
a real
in.
resume.
Yeah. He does have a catalog, but he will not be leaving his entire fortune to his son. Jackie Chan's decision to leave his $400 million fortune to charity rather than his son, JC, has sparked a mix of reactions. And I want to get you all's reaction, Truth Nation, but we're going to start off with Kayla. What do you think about that in terms of, okay, you built this fortune, and now when it's time to pass it on, are you passing it on to your child regardless of the situation, or you want them to earn it, or what are your takes on that?
So I was going to jump in and say absolutely leaving my fortune to my son. But now I'm also thinking about where is he in life? What has he shown me? What has he worked for? Like, what work has he put in? Where do I see his future going? Because I can't leave you all of my millions if you're not on the right path, right? If it's just going to go to waste and you're going to blow it in the clubs or whatever, like, I can't leave that to you.
Yeah.
But if he has already, like, established himself as a good person and he is working towards something, he has a future in whatever his endeavors are, I think that he should leave quite a bit to his child. But then, like, he can also leave a lot of that to charity as well, but I would leave a huge chunk to my child.
But I'm going to give a little pushback because a mother's love, like, sometimes you can't really see what's going on. Your son may not be on anything, but you like, well, but I mean, he trying, or he said he going to school.
And you sound exactly like me. That's exactly how
and then you end up giving money to, and you know that he's not ready for it. So I look at it in this way as well, is you know your child.
Right.
And you know if they can handle whatever.
Exactly,
if they're thrown their way. And so maybe he feels like, all right, I don't want to give him all of this money and contribute to his death. I know he's not stable. Maybe he's going to go out and he has way more money to get drugs and this, that, and the other or whatever. So, and then the other part of that is if you worried about what they're going to do with the millions you're going to leave them, it really doesn't matter. You dead.
You're right. So give my money to the charity then. If I'm really
so now you really give it to charity. Homer, what do you think?
Trust fund. I would have an overseer.
Yes.
You know, I would have an overseer. Again, I would be definitely checking out the path of my children and seeing where they are. But I would do a trust fund. It's kind of the same way that I've done with my life insurance policies that I've had for some decades. Listen, I'm not, if I was to pass away and they were not, they were only like 16 or something like that, I'm not leaving y'all that kind of money. You're not going to be able to touch it until you're 25. You feel what I'm saying? Because 25, in my opinion, in a lot of situations, they done been through some things. They done went through the teenage heartbreak stuff, and sometimes if they did fall off the track and got into drugs or alcohol, sometimes by the time they're 25, they're tired and they're ready to get their life right and all of that. So I would do the same thing. It would be doled out. You feel what I'm saying? It would be a trustee. It's like, look, you evaluate. Your job is to evaluate where they are in life. And so the money is there. And of course, if they never get their life right, charity, here you go. And Jackie Chan, I just want to let you know, the Homer Blow Foundation, Inc., nonprofit 501c3. I'm just saying, Jackie Chan, I just want you to know that when you're talking about them 400 million. So you know, my thing is, again, like, there's some people who turn around in life, and then some people that kind of just stay out there in the wilderness. But to say that I wouldn't give them anything, I don't, as you said, I don't want to be the cause of their death. You know what I mean? Because they could get overdosed. Be like, man, I got all of this money. Then you got people that will take advantage of them. And all of that. Women that don't want him for that, or men who wouldn't want her for that, but knowing that they can manipulate because they got that mind of hers or his. And it could be all bad. It could be all bad.
Yeah, Jackie Chan, if you're just joining us, Truth Nation actor.
I thought you said Jackie Chan just joined us.
No.
Homer Blow Foundation, Inc.
Be like, man, that was fast. You need my cash app, Jackie?
Listen, right now.
So actor Jackie Chan's decision to leave his $400 million fortune to charity rather than his son has sparked some controversy. Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Chan has expressed that he believes in self-reliance, stating that his son should pave his own path rather than depend on inherited wealth, saying, quote, if he is capable, he can make his own money. If he is not, then he will just be wasting mine.
It's sort of like what T.I. was saying with King. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man.
Wow. Yes.
Think about it. Think about it.
I
think I need to know how old he is because Jackie Chan's mind is already made up. Like, you're not getting this money. You know? So this not like a 6-year-old.
So you trying to say he hasn't showed any behaviors that would make him want to give him his money?
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at him.
Like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
you're
if
not
he's
getting
not
it.
seeing it, yeah. I mean, I'm with him.
I mean, Ricky, what you think, Ricky? Are you leaving your bread to your seed?
I would do that, yeah.
All of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Period.
And just give it to him and let him overdose.
Who say he doing drugs?
No. I'm talking about overdose on the fact that you got all of this money and just like there was
you can overdose on
Bruce's
life.
Million. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And everybody gonna be coming at you. Hey, give me this. That's just like with NBA players and NFL players. They go through a little class. And
I was just
on
going
just
you about to
imagine
have all this money.
Yeah, you don't have a budget anymore.
Right.
You don't have to worry about a tab. It doesn't matter.
You need a financial advisor. I think
That's where I'm going.
If I have that many millions, I'm going to leave you with a financial advisor, some people that's going to really like assist you and like guide you on your way.
That's where I'm going with the trustee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And this article went on to say this stance that Jackie Chan is making it reflects a growing trend among wealthy individuals who prioritize philanthropy and teaching responsibility over passing down vast sums of money.
Wow. And we all, in our community, we always talking about like breaking generational curses and, leaving our kids set up better than we were.
Mm-hmm.
So to hear wealthy people saying, no, they got to get it on their own is absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah, because they know what it took for them to get it. Yeah. And do you really want your kid to have to go through that? And we kind of talked about that yesterday where parents try to child-proof life for their kids, and when they actually get out and get grown on their own, then they can't handle certain situations because they've never had to figure things out on their own. So I mean, this is a very interesting conversation because you can go on both sides. I was telling you all before the show that Shaquille O'Neal made a pact with his kids. He told them, hey, I'm rich, y'all not. And
that part.
And Shaq made a bunch of money in the NBA. He also he's still making a ton of money with all the businesses that he's in. But he told his kids, until you get a college degree, then you can holler at me.
Right.
And I think that's a pretty fair deal.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
That's a fair ticket. Like, that's a fair exchange.
Yes.
Now, I'll pay for your ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On college, you know what I'm saying? But you have to show me that you got some go-getter in you. Just because I've amassed this wealth and you just think that it's supposed to just trickle down on you. No, because you'll be lazy. You'll feel super entitled.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll give you a prime example. Now, I'm sorry to cut you off, Homer, because this just popped into my mind and I don't want to forget. But Snoop Dogg's son, Cordell. Cordell had a football scholarship to UCLA.
Okay.
And he got there, and after about the second practice, he left school.
Right.
He was just like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Yeah, but here's the thing. I was just thinking, like, what is he about to do? Just, chill out and just hang out with his daddy or what he's going to do. So come to find out, he started an ice cream business. And I just read a report that after a year and a half, he's already amassed like 1.3 million in sales of this ice cream. And he just thought like, man, basically black people love ice cream. I grew up on ice cream, and him and his dad, I'm sure his dad kind of helped him out with some starter money or whatever.
But he had ambition.
But he had ambition. So it wasn't like, hey, Dad, can you give me 50 G's so I can start this, business? It was, he probably went with a plan to him and say, hey,
absolutely,
this is what I envision, and if you are going going to be an investor. I don't need you to be my daddy giving me money.
That's right.
Invest in this.
That's right.
And so I think if you're kind of showing that type of ambition, then you can have.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Jackie Chan would have been like, nope, absolutely not.
It sounds like
you gonna get it out the mud.
But-
You start that. You left school, start that business yourself. I'm not helping you with anything.
But it's still going to be a trust fund there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because, again, sometimes, with the amount of wealth that a lot of these people that we're talking about have, you could end up having a successful business that you started and then be like, oh, forget this business now.
Yeah.
Daddy dead or mama dead, and I got all this money, so I don't even need to do that no more.
Yeah,
So you're saying still have a trust inside of like that
because
investment.
you know what I'm saying. So to know that it's there, but then that financial advisor will be able to be like, okay, well, this is a smart investment, and I understand why. You came with the business plan of how you want this to end up working. Yeah, bam, here's the money.
Yeah.
Here's the capital.
Yeah, Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. You can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Hit us up, let us know, are you leaving your fortunes to your kids, or are you going to donate it to charity?
They can barely pay for their own funeral. They ain't leaving no fortune to their kids.
Man,
they got a GoFundMe up to bury them.
Oh, God.
I'm talking about the parents.
Yeah,
they ain't leaving no money.
Yeah, you ain't lying. 833-212-1017. Valerie hit us up on our YouTube message board and says, I agree with Homer Blow. Put it in a trust fund for them and have somebody oversee it. Who's to say that charity is going to do better with it, and the charity might use it for personal use?
Come on, Valerie.
Black Lives Matter. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
Did I say that?
Well, yeah, you did. And we're going to say a little more on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
BikerFest MKE, where everyone has a place on the road. BikerFest MKE is a non-profit dedicated to making the motorcycle industry more inclusive and accessible for all. Their programs empower youth with hands-on experiences in STEM, mechanics, and flat track racing through mentorship and real-world skills, preparing the next generation of riders, racers, and builders, giving underrepresented youth the tools to thrive. Join BikerFest MKE to help build a more inclusive motorcycle community. Visit BikerFestMKE.org today.
Do you need CPR or first aid certification? A&E CPR has got you covered. With over 15 years in the health and wellness industry, A&E CPR is a trusted American Red Cross training provider right here in Milwaukee. Whether it's CPR, first aid, or AED training, A&E CPR classes give you the skills and confidence you need to respond to life-threatening emergencies. They offer online courses and in-person classes. You can even receive your certification the same day you complete the class. So visit ANECPR.com to get certified today. That's ANECPR.com.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
No, that's beautiful, Jesse. If you ever need any host for any of these events that you have coming up, you should contact Jammin' with Juice. We'll be more than happy to host these events for you.
Listen, Jammin' with Juice, you are like top of my list. Now I know we're going to do a lot of fun stuff in a lot of years to come because I love you guys. I love your listeners. I love Milwaukee. And I can't wait to have an amazing night next week with Cast Off, T Grizzly, and Lakia.
Yes, I love that you picked those artists as well because they're really powerful artists, especially for the youth.
And you know you always got a friend in Ben.
You know what? Shout out to Not Really a City Girl, man. Shout out to Not Really a City Girl. That is a really great item.
For my birthday?
Oh yeah.
A sweatshirt with your picture and an autographed copy of your non-existent CD?
Yup.
No stone left unturned.
Okay, I just wanted to say we were talking about picking races, I am biracial, so I always had to pick one. If everybody remembers, you used to have to pick one. And I was always black. Now, when called over the phone for a loan, I used my white voice, and I got a really great rate.
Come get your drop of juice.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to both of y'all from where y'all started at the station to where y'all at now.
Thank you.
I remember Juicy Juice used to be upstairs. Nobody never seen her. And Jammin', you started over there, I think, with Tori, and now where y'all at now, I'm proud of y'all. And you know we sipping on that apple. And don't forget the crown. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a blessed day. I love both of y'all and keep continue the good energy for us young people.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 28th, as we will be hosting our first annual Truth Community Awards, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now for only $25. $10.17 of every sale will be donated to a local organization. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to get your tickets today. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 28th at the Truth Community Awards from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. We have Kayla Lewis Allen and the legendary Homer Blow in the building. We've been talking about celebrities not just leaving their fortunes with their kids, and Jackie Chan has sparked up some controversy because he said all $400 million of his fortune will go to charity. And I think that, first off, there's a way I think you can please everybody in this situation. Why all 400 has to go? Like, maybe if you don't think he's ready for all 400, maybe give him 50 million, and the other 350 can go to charity.
He was still going to trust fund.
That's a nice little nest egg. 50 million?
Yeah. He was still going to trust fund, because if you really are about getting better and doing better, that 50 million is a hell of a starter kit.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a starter kit.
Yeah.
You know, and you're supposed to do things to invest to make sure that it continues to grow. And you ain't even got to touch the rest of that money, but you know that it is there.
Yeah. A security blanket.
Yeah. And what Jackie Chan said, like, it really makes you pause and think about it, because Chan went on to express it's not about him being cheap or trying to be hard. He said that he believes in self-reliance, stating that his son should pave his own path rather than depend on inherited wealth, saying, quote, if he is capable, he can make his own money. If he is not, then he will just be wasting mine.
Yes, man. Some people's sons will not get the money because it's going the $4,000 that the father had is going to charity, so he's not going to get it. But charity down is Silk. She's gonna Charity and Silk gonna be happy. He's like, woo-wee. Hercules. I got $4,000.
But this is interesting, because this is a growing trend now. This is not just a few celebrities are saying this. It seems like a lot of them are getting on board with this, and maybe they have seen some of the pitfalls that can happen, especially if you're out in Hollywood and you're living that life, and then you give them a bunch of money. Like, look how many child stars are
crumbling and falling. But I think that setting them up so that they know, like you said, Homer, that they know that it's there, like it isn't an immediate need, that they don't have to go break into the bank, break the piggy bank to get this $50 million or $400 million. I think that it's nice to know that they do have something to fall back on.
Absolutely. Like, even with the money that you would end up leaving and having in the trustee, it could be a situation where you won't ever have to worry about them being homeless because a home will be purchased for them to have a house and the money seeded to take care of taxes for the rest of their lives even. So that would be something that, okay, I can get you this house. Yeah. And of course, you're not going to be able to sell it, to do something foolish with the money. But things like that, I would have those type of things itemized. And that's what you do when you are concerned about life and the future and you're thinking like that. Like we were talking about that a lot of people don't even have life insurance. Some people at the bare minimum don't even have burial insurance. You talk about renters insurance and those who do own homes, homeowner insurance. So some of us don't even take those basic needs into consideration. So that's why I say, unfortunately, like those who are more experienced and they understand what money is and how money can either be a gift or it can end up being a curse, they will make the right financial decisions. But just giving that money to somebody, you're going to get an overdose.
But that's what I was thinking about as well. A lot of folks don't even know how affordable it is to just go ahead and get life insurance and do that end of life planning. When COVID came around, I was listening to a lot of financial podcasts and they were talking so much about like plan your end of life now while you're still healthy, while you're still like kicking and living. Plan your end of life now. And I went in and planned everything with like down to the music that I want to listen to and the people that I would want in the room with me and if I want to be cremated and all of these things. So I think that like getting ahead of the game and, for our community, not everybody is sitting around with $400 million where they can do all of the things, but at least, right. But at least, do that end of life planning and get yourself set up with the proper life insurance. And then, like you said, have some parameters in place for your family so that your kids are also set up.
Yeah, well, looking at, I just had to look this up to make sure. So you have Jackie Chan that had $400 million and said that all of it's going to charity. On the flip side, Quincy Jones, when he passed away, he left 7 kids. He had 7 kids by 5 different women. That's impressive alone. But 7 children, an estimated between $71 and $80 million each. Yes. At first it was $100 million, I thought, but now it's being reported that they got between $71 and $80 million apiece. But you also got to factor in the ages of his children as well. Correct. So one, Jolie is 69, Rachel is 59, Martina is 58, Quincy the third is 55.
They all dying soon, too. So,
50, Rashida, 48, and Kenya, 31. Now, if I'm 31 and I just came up on 80 million,
what you gonna do?
Well, I'm a daddy. I rest in peace. But,
like my dad.
Living la vida loca.
Listen. And then that's on top of what they already have. And I'm pretty sure all of his kids were successful. He put them into, the proper spaces. So that's on top of that.
Yeah. Let's go to our Truth Talk line, talk and text line, but we have Nay on our Truth Talk line. Good morning, Nay. You're on Truth Be Told with Telly, Kayla, and Homer. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to y'all. Happy Friday, and Steve greetings to y'all.
Same to you.
I just wanted to comment on the whole. Hey, thank you. Hey, I wanted to comment on the whole, inheritance thing. Outside of Jackie believing in self-reliance, JC has also been in the news, for a whole lot of stuff, such as drugs and stuff like that, So he knows his son.
Yeah, it was something.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that's what a lot of people don't know, you know what I mean? So outside of the whole self-reliance thing, he knows his son. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Nay. And I mentioned that earlier to Kayla because parents, you know your kids and you know what capacity they have for what. So, absolutely.
We've seen it play out, though, with 50 Cent's son and Kirk Franklin's son.
Yeah.
All of these people's sons, dude, stop it.
Man, I just read something about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent was giving his baby mama $40,000 a month.
For the oldest son?
No.
Okay, for the younger one.
Yeah. $40,000 a month. And she said, that's not enough. So he said, all right. He went to the court, and they adjusted the child support to $6,700 a month.
That part,
that
ain't petty. Like us like Big Cool. Okay, $40,000 a month. What type of job is she gonna go get?
But how do you get it adjusted? Like from $40,000 to $6,700?
Because they really look
did
black at the cost of living and all of that, and how she was living. So it's like, stop
My
it.
son needs security because his daddy is a big bully.
Stop it. No, you don't. Not the way that he talking crap. No,
so she just talked herself out of $33,000 additional dollars.
Hashtag that.
All you had to do is, when was $40,000 ever not enough?
She's looking at his net worth.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Stop looking at what he got and focus on what you get.
Kid, you get what I'm saying? Like, what he wearing gold diapers?
Look,
no, we need a secure home. I'm going on the side of the woman. We need a secure home.
Okay.
He needs around the clock security because 50 Cent is a huge bully. People are always after him, wanting to get to him. And if they can't get to him, they can get to his
nobody
kid.
trying to kidnap his
$40,000
kid.
ain't enough.
Nobody. I ain't seen not near black actor or singer or rapper where their child was in danger. You understand what I'm saying?
He probably like 50. Like, I don't even got security.
Right.
This little dude needs security.
Yeah, he do. He do.
833-212-1017. Hit us up, Truth Nation. Are you leaving your kids all of your fortune, or do they need to get out and get it themselves? Again, 833-212-1017. Norm, we see you. We'll get straight to you on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com.
We Energies. People you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
Are you or someone you know 18 or older and need a driver's permit? Greater Milwaukee Urban League's free driver's permit classes can put you in the driver's seat. You'll learn the rules of the road from qualified instructors, moving you one step closer to successfully earning your driver's license permit. You may also qualify for free behind-the-wheel instruction. Classes are available December through March. You can attend virtually or in person. Visit tmul.org for more information today.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. We have Sunday matinee basketball on The Truth. The Milwaukee Panthers continue their homestand as they host conference rival IU Indianapolis Jaguars at the Klotchke Center. on the UW Milwaukee campus. Scott Warris has the coverage Sunday starting at 1:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 2 o'clock on Sunday. We're going to get right to our True Talk line. Norm, thanks for holding. You on Truth Be Told with Telly, Kayla, and Homer. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. This is a nice topic y'all talking about. Wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? 20 years ago, I don't know what it is now, but 20 years ago, interest on $1 million was about $300 a week. And any bank you went to back then, they'll mail you your check every week or every month, your interest, whatever you wanted to do. And then also, too, I don't know if it's like this now, but they used to give you all kinds of perks. Not no toaster, but if you got a couple $1 million and you wanted to put it in this bank, they used to give you real stuff. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, y'all have a good one. Peace.
All right. Appreciate it, Norm. Man, this is, like we said to start this show off, this is, you could be on either side, and there really isn't what people can say is a wrong answer, or is there a right answer? It's
all circumstance.
Yes, and there's some people hitting us up on our talking text line. Craig says that's a weird situation with Jackie Chan that you trust total strangers over your money than family. Something is not right there. Well, something is right, Craig. I got to push back because again, he knows his kid, and so why would you give him a bunch of money if you know he's gonna?
He's irresponsible.
Yeah, he's irresponsible. But Ronnie, on the other end, says, at the end of the day, it's my money. Whatever I do with it, rather invest it, charity, or just trick it all like Bobby Brown, it's my prerogative. There's no entitlement. And if they, in quotations, he put family, don't like it, go make your own.
I feel you.
Fanfare.
Yes. So there's a lot to be said about this because you have some like Quincy Jones gave his 7 children each between $71 and $80 million.
Yeah.
And we don't know if all of them are in a good situation or they have done things. I mean, maybe.
I think he's had a chance, may he continue to rest in peace, but I'm just saying, I think he had a chance to figure out where they were going and why he didn't have to make any changes in his will. You feel what I'm saying? And the disbursement of his money.
And we still don't know how they're receiving that.
Absolutely.
We still don't know.
Be a trustee.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's how he has it set up because he's financially responsible. So.
Yeah, Para Lloyd on our YouTube message board says, I would still leave something for my kid. They didn't ask to be here. And if the kid is struggling in their adult life after having Jackie Chan as a parent, maybe it's because he had him as a parent. So basically you're saying that if he's struggling, it might be Jackie Chan's fault.
Yeah, or maybe Jackie Chan now looking at it like maybe it's because he has too much access to money.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going. Like, to sit there and now try to blame it on. No, he didn't have time to see his son.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you know where they're going. And again, like I said, I would make sure that a house is in the deal for the children.
Absolutely.
So they'll never have to worry about being homeless because the house is taken care of. Taxes are taken care of for, infinity.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So stop it.
Yeah, and like you said, you really don't know, like you said, Kayla, with how this money is being dispersed to them because may he rest in peace, but Young Dolph, the rapper, found out every year of his son's birthday, he bought him a house.
Yeah.
He bought him a property. Mm-hmm. And so his son, I think, was like 6 or something like that now. Yeah. And his son has 6 properties.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so those are the type of things where we talk about generational wealth and keeping it going. That he's already a homeowner and he hasn't even reached junior high yet.
Taxes are paid.
Oh yeah,
trust and believe.
Yeah,
you feel
generating income.
Yes. So and then he's going to be in high school renting out houses to families.
Yeah.
So that's the type of stuff that if you see it, or you investing in their future as opposed to just giving
Dishing
them
out the
all
money.
of that money. Again, 833-212-1017. Hit us up, Truth Nation. Let us know what you think, because there are a lot of celebrities that are trending this way of saying, get it yourself.
Right.
Get it yourself. And personally, I feel like, again, there's a way to satisfy everyone. Now, I can help you out in getting started with something.
Yes.
But again, just giving you money and saying, all right, you know, I ain't got nothing else to do with it. You know, I'm about to pass off. So I'm just giving it to you. I ain't doing it. Yeah. Because if you ain't ever had that type of money, you're not going to know how to manage that type of money.
Hashtag facts.
And so as quickly as you get it, it's going to be gone. And I mean, we definitely see that in the black community, and we ain't talking millions.
Right.
You know, somebody may get $6,000-$7,000, and then
it's gone.
2 weeks later, it's like the person's dead, and you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole existence.
Another example of this, Kayla and Telly, is when you think about I won the lottery, and they broke. I'm talking about they won millions.
Yeah.
And they broke already.
Yeah.
It's that instant win, though. Like and
the overdose that I'm speaking
the overdose
of.
Coming with no training, no accounting or anything like that. As quick as you got it, you're going to lose it.
It's going to be gone. And this is not just an ethnicity thing, too, because when we come back, it was another actor who was kind of saying the same thing, and is a well-known actor. You know him very well, and hear what he has to say about his son and what he is going to get once he passes away. But before we take our break, before hour number 2, Truth Nation, now is your chance to be our one call. That's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 7 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 7 at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. And when we return, hour number 2, we will get into another celebrity that said, I don't think I'm just going to leave my kid everything that I have been able to generate throughout my career. Keep it locked right here. Find out who that celebrity is, and we want to get your thoughts after the break.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there,
make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Vice President Kamala Harris.
Talk with your listeners to remind them of their power and the importance of voting. And the folks in Milwaukee turned out for me and Joe Biden in 2020. You showed what was possible.
U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, are you a racist?
Absolutely not.
not.
Is Donald Trump a racist?
Absolutely not. No.
And civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump.
Thank you all for speaking truth to power. That's the most important thing, because right now there are those in our community who would rather we just be quiet.
Right.
We have to disturb the peace now more than ever.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
One smile is great, but one smile in a community of smiles is so much better. A smile has a secret power that most people don't know about. A smile multiplies. It spreads from one person to the next, stretching across entire groups of people. Smile Train knows this and is proud to be creating a wave of smiles across the cleft lip and palate community in over 70 countries. Patients, doctors, advocates, fundraisers. Collectively, our smiles are a celebration of the transformed lives of over 1.5 million children. Learn how Smile Train is helping the cleft lip and palate community at smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Black Friday on Truth Be Told with Telly is powered by We Energies. Energy you can depend on.
I favor black businesses.
You heard the man. Black Friday on Truth Be Told with Telly is powered by We Energies. Energy you can depend on. Call in right now at 833-212-1017 to shout out your very own black-owned business or a black-owned business that you love. You know how we get down on Fridays, and hit us up. Again, 833-212-1017 on this final Black Friday of 2024. As we welcome you back to hour number 2 of Truth Be Told with Telly, we have guest co-hosts Kayla Lewis Allen as well as the legendary Homer Blow. We've been talking about wealth and passing it down. Jackie Chan says, my $400 million is not going to my son. It is going to charity. While you have others that have passed away, like Quincy Jones recently, that gave each of his 7 children between $71 and $80 million. Where do you stand on this ledger? 833-212-1017. Are you leaving your money to your kids, or are you saying you got to get out and get it yourself the way that I did? And we are both. Well, all three of us, we definitely see both sides of the ledger. But again, what do you do? It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
It is.
That you are saying, okay, because it's not just the pressure of public opinion, but it's also the pressure of wanting to make sure that your kids are secure, but knowing too much may harm them.
Correct. Overdose.
Yes. So
I'm definitely leaving my child the money with parameters. Like, that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Some can go to charity as well, because I feel like people do have these charities that they've been with for a long time, and they understand and they know the CEOs and they know that the money is going to a good place. And I think that being able to do both feels really good.
Yeah.
The Homer Blow Foundation Inc.
Once again.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3.
Right,
Go ahead.
Well, there was another celebrity I was speaking of before the break. Tyler Perry came out, and he was speaking not necessarily what he is going to leave his son, but he was just talking about ensuring that his son is not one of these spoiled rich kids, because at the end of the day, Tyler Perry got the money. Your son ain't got anything. And recently, Tyler Perry was on the Sherry Shepherd show, and he was speaking on this topic as well. And Ricky, let's go ahead and hear from Tyler Perry on what he's trying to do to make sure that he is not raising a spoiled, entitled, rich kid.
correctly.
Yeah.
Did he give you his Christmas list? It's coming out?
He don't get no Christmas list.
What you talking about?
He gets two things. He
What?
gets books and Legos.
That's it?
He don't have a job. What else is he going to get? He wants more. He was complaining once. This is about 5 years ago. He was complaining about flying commercial because the lines were so long. And Galila and I were talking. She called me up. She's like, we're not flying on your plane anymore. Like, okay, fine. So they have been going coach for years.
You letting your son go coach?
Absolutely, so that he understands. I worked. He did not.
Really?
So when he works, he can learn that lesson. Yeah. He's not gonna be one of those ridiculous spoiled rich kids. I can't stand that. No, he ain't got no money.
Now see, Jeffrey, he flies in 36D, and I tell him, don't come bother me up in 2A.
That's right.
You stay right back there.
That's right.
I'm with you, Tyler, all the way.
Yeah. So there you have it. Is that one way to ensure that you're not raising a rich, entitled kid? Because I can only imagine if your only mode of transportation is a private jet from the age of 6 or the age of you started flying, I think you can get pretty jaded by that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, what is coach? Like, why are other people on this plane with me? What is happening?
Yeah, it's like some families in the inner city, and I'm sure it may be happening in other places, but I know I can attest to seeing it happen often in the inner city, where the woman has a child by a dope dealer. And so they're used to buying him all these, the J-bones that he's going to grow out of within 2.5 weeks. But they're buying him all of these things. And then as soon as whoever the person that's the street pharmacist ends up being indicted and taken away, now the son or daughter don't want to go to school because they can't wear Gucci no more. They can't wear Louis. They can't go in J-bones. Now you got to go to a store that your real true budget fits. And now you got a child talking about, I ain't going to school. Like, what?
Yeah. I know at my age, and I'm closer to 50 than 40, and I've only been on a private jet a couple times in my life. And I can honestly say if that was the way that I started off traveling, there would be no way I would. I'm Southwest. Who them?
Yeah.
Like what you all?
I love Southwest.
So I mean, but
Listen, and I'm like, that's my form of transportation.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about no private.
Yeah.
Put your seatbelt on before taking off. What's that?
Right.
I mean, because you do you adjust to your lifestyle for 10 years. When I worked in the NBA, I traveled on the team plane. I'm like 3 times a week, I'm on a chartered plane.
Yes.
And so you get used to that.
Yeah.
There's some amenities that you get on those planes that you don't get when you fly commercial.
Yeah.
And so
you walk down to the tarmac. Plane.
Right, exactly. So, and my wife used to joke with me about this a lot because when we would go on family vacation, I'd be like, "Man, this is how you commoners fly. Y'all got to take y'all shoes off, and y'all got." So
you meet peasants,
right? So I can totally see.
I feel like everybody should be able to experience that, like the whole thing of like, oh no, you can't fly private anymore, and my dad is Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense.
Now, I would say, like, if I'm his son, I'd be like, all right, I understand you trying to teach me to be humble, but all my flights ain't got to be on Southwest. You got to let me, if we going to the same place, God dog, I can catch a ride on your plane sometime.
Definitely. And I feel like a lot of that is people putting on to kind of like put their chest out to say that, oh, my child won't be this spoiled little rich kid, but I don't think that they necessarily truly feel like that. Just books and Legos.
There you have it.
No, I think that that's all for show. That's for TV.
I agree. I so agree because as much as you try to shield them from that, so what are you going to do on certain days? Take away the chef?
Right.
Take away
you eating noodles today. I'm eating filet mignon because I worked for this. Like, no.
Yeah. So like you said, it sounds good, but you just hope it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have my chef actually teach my children how to cook.
Yeah.
So,
or have a
today's
bilingual nanny that can teach you Spanish.
Right,
Or
absolutely.
teach you things.
I think it'd be those kind of things that I would throw into the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Again, to try to make sure that they understand how important it is that they are independent.
Mm-hmm.
And we are born to die. So my mother and father, may they continue to rest in peace. But my mother always instilled, like, I'm not going to always be here.
Yeah.
I'm not. And you never want them to leave you, but you also know that it is the procession or the progression of life.
Right.
And they would rather you have to bury them than them having to bury us.
So let me prepare my children for when I'm no longer here.
Yeah.
To be able to realize, like Telly was saying earlier that they were discussing yesterday, like, I need you to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because everything ain't gonna come easy for you.
No.
It's gonna be some people that you thought was your best friend that you're gonna find out they were snakes.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out that they were the ones siphoning off your money and having you make bad investments and investments in situations where it was nepotism with that friend and whoever they really rock with.
Yeah.
So what are you putting in your child's survival kit, like to ensure that they are prepared for the real world? Like, start thinking about those things now. Like, okay, what do they need to know before I go?
Yeah, we have Blake on the line. Blake, good morning. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly, Kayla, and Homer. What's your question or comment?
Oh yeah, you underwater.
Uh-oh. It's bad connection, Blake. If you can, call us back, and we would love to hear from you. We appreciate you calling us
that was Quincy
yesterday.
Calling in.
Not from the other side.
Yeah.
About my 80 million.
Right. I'm gonna need that back.
I got a comment. I only been gone 3 weeks, and I see what y'all on.
Right.
Oh,
I want to give my comment on it. Why so different? Yeah. So hopefully
not.
He'll return from the aqua boogie and call us black.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, with Tyler Perry, I see where he's trying to go with it, but like you always say, you're not just going to come home one day and be like, all right, I want you to see how we had it or how bad I had it, because you can't recreate that. I have learned that as well, because it took I remember they were pretty young, and I took them to where I grew up, and they were just like, oh my God, this is dangerous. And you want them to experience some of those things because you know what it did for you.
Yes.
It made you who you are. So, but that's not a reality. Like, you can't recreate that. Like, it's just, as much as you would want to, like, it's too dangerous for my kids to go to the high school that I went to.
Yeah.
As much as I would love for them to have some of the same paths that I took, but it's just, it ain't real. I really came. My high school has been demolished for about 10 years. But anyway.
Yeah, what we need to realize is we set ourselves up for success so that we can pass that down to our children.
Yeah.
Like, our children don't need to start from the same plane that we've started from. I remember my dad used to put my sisters and I on the bus so that we could figure out how to navigate Milwaukee as young women, like be able to get places on your own and have a little bit of independence. I can't imagine putting my child on a Milwaukee city bus.
Not now.
I couldn't imagine and say, figure it out. Figure out where you're going. And people may say that, oh, that's making your kids soft and you're not setting them up for the real world. But it's like, I know what the real world has, and they don't need to be on the bus in Milwaukee to figure that out. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's real. That's real. Blake, hit us back. Blake, good morning. What's your question or comment? Hopefully the connection a little better.
No, what it was, my wife was calling on the other end. She didn't ready to get her hair done. I apologize. But what I did was I got my life insurance policy. I got a $150,000 policy. Everybody get like 10 G's a piece, and then I got a clause in there that they have to buy some property together, so we'll have something. And I stopped hustling 2000 March 2000 when I got shot up. But I just been working every day and then doing all my stuff I've been doing. When I stopped hustling, I did 13 years in the NFL and 2 years in the NBA, and I got my own company, my own business. So they watched me grow with them. They watched. So my oldest is 33. My youngest boy is 12. I got 3 and 3. And everybody, they see me grow, and I've always had them with me, but I let them know like they are now. They working. They know how to get that money, and nobody hustles. Everybody's a nerd, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what it is you leave something for your kids, let them know they have to do it on their own because we have our own life, and everybody has to consistently take care of themselves once you are grown. But having a jump start is cool, but always give stipulations and teach your kids proper rights and manners.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good year, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, appreciate it, Blake. Yeah. And I agree because when you talk about passing things down, like people don't put a lot of value into passing wisdom down.
Correct.
I may not give you a bunch of money, but I can show you how to make money.
Absolutely.
It's like I don't have to teach you, or I don't have to give you a bunch of fish if I could just teach you how to fish once and you can go get your own fish.
I can give you the blueprint. I can give you the blueprint. I can give you the roadmap. You can see your way through.
Yeah, so that's passing down. When we talk about generational curses, passing down knowledge and breaking that cycle of the mindset of what we've been having for generation after generation.
Yeah, Ricky, I wish that when Blake was on and he was talking about how he transformed and got his life together, but he was like, after I got shot up, I just wanted to have the Kevin Hart, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it was like, he just went through it like that. Then
like
I got shot up real bad and then just went on.
It's not an everyday occurrence, huh?
How he is now. Like, you know, I was like, damn. Like, shot up, not shot. But shot up.
Listen, but he changed his life. It's been over 24 years.
But damn. It's all good. It's all good now.
I'm happy for him.
833-212-1017. Our YouTube message board is blowing up. We see you, Creation Muse. Creation Muse says, bad habits are made to be broken. The alternative is to keep enabling. Those are, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Curation Muse also goes on to say, I did not ask to be here is not an excuse. None of us did. So, yeah. You can't be 40 years old and be like, you ain't going to leave me nothing. I ain't asked to be here. Like, fool, you had 40 years to figure out why you here. Like, let's continue to figure it out. Truth, they should continue to hit us up on the other side of the break. Caleb, please hold that thought. We got to step aside for a second, and we're going to get to your thought as soon as we return. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Old National Bank, they know there is nothing small about keeping up a small business. And that is exactly why they have developed their empowerment loan program to help give people of color and women-owned businesses equal access to funds up to $5 million. This substantial commitment shows that Old National Bank truly believes that every small business deserves the opportunity to change their community in a big way. Learn more today by visiting oldnational.com/empowerment loan. Old National Bank, get old. All loans are subject to credit approval. Minimum loan amount $25,000. Additional program qualifications or restrictions may apply. For full details, contact an Old National small business banker.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Varsity Blood Center of Wisconsin proudly celebrates the 24th annual Holiday of Hope's Drives. Join us December 26th and 27th at 3rd Street Market Hall or on December 30th at the Zoo. In less than 30 minutes, you can save up to 3 lives. Join us December 26th and 27th, 3rd Street Market Hall or on December 30th at the Zoo to gift the gift of life. Parking is included and walk-ins are welcome. For more information or to book an appointment, visit versity.org/WI. That's VERSITI.org/WI.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Fool. You know how we do it. West side. I'm from the west side. Nothing but the west side. Ain't nothing going on but the bomb rap song.
Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. We have guest co-host Kayla Lewis Allen and the legendary Homer Blow in the building. We've been talking about passing down your inheritance and if it's okay to just give it to your kid just because it's their kid. I mean, it's your kid, or do you want to do something that is going to be passed forward, like give it to charity, like a lot of celebrities are doing. And we heard from Tyler Perry, who is trying different tactics to figure out how can I not raise a spoiled, entitled, rich kid, even though that's exactly who he is. Yeah. And you can't deny it. And Chauncey says on our talking text line, you can hit us up as well, 833-212-1017. Chauncey says, indeed, everybody, whether well off, not so well off, or just doing okay, really need to find ways to humble themselves. Doing so certainly helps to build strength and resilience in times of adversity. In this particular situation, Chauncey, I agree with you overall, but in this particular situation, I'm not so sure if this is more for Tyler Perry or his son.
Right.
Because Tyler, to him, I'm thinking he's probably like, all right, I'm trying. I'm trying to make sure that my kid is humble. But the kid could just be like, all right, yeah, I get what you're trying to do. But the reality of the situation is you are worth a lot of money. We live in a junior college that you call a house. and you have your own plane. Mm-hmm. You have your own studios. Like, we can't just act like this is not you.
Right.
It's you can't just show up at my parent-teacher conference. You are Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. So,
let's be real. Let's get serious here.
I mean, there are other ways that you can try and humble your children if you are well off like that. But again, you have to find a way to let them know or develop some sort of responsibility.
Yes.
And equipping them, I like what you said, a life survival kit.
Yeah.
Because you may not be able to give them a bunch of money, but you could give them wisdom and knowledge on how to deal with certain situations if they are going to come up.
Yeah. Well, I like how LeBron would go to his son's games and how Snoop, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being involved and where it was so common.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was so common that it's like the schools knew. And the students knew, okay, let's not make a big deal that it's Snoop or that it's LeBron here. He's coming to support his son.
Yeah.
And when you can kind of get into that space, but then in some spaces, just like when you think about if it was Taylor Swift coming to a Chiefs game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like all of the focus keeps going up there to the booth or the box that she's sitting in instead of down on the field where it really needs to be. Some people are coming to the games just to see if she's going to be in the box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And are not even fans of the team or anything else. They're just there for the wrong reason. So, I get it. We have to be able to kind of separate and turn the star power off. I mean, I know you can't get rid of it, but you got to be able to turn the star power off and let them know, to him, to y'all, he's this person or she's that person, but this is just my mama.
Yeah.
This is just my daddy.
Yeah.
And you got to let them be able to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just leave the star power on at all times, there's no way you're going to be able to achieve what they're talking about achieving.
Yeah.
It's not going to be possible. In my opinion.
That was definitely a focus of mine, and I am nowhere near a percentage of the celebrity that these people we're talking about. But my kids, when they were younger, they knew that. Everybody in their classes knew that their dad was on television.
Right. Yeah.
And so, but that was the one thing that I wanted to make sure that was not the focus when I would go to their school.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, look, I'm their dad, and I think it's been a pretty good job that has been done so far because I am such not a big deal to my kids.
Yeah.
I'm just dad.
And that's how you want it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just dad. I'm not, TV Telly or radio Telly or anything like that. It's what I do. It's not who I am.
Exactly.
And that was something that I've always tried to express. Don't be defined by what you do,
right?
And be your own person. So, with this, again, this is to me, very, very interesting because you don't know what you would do in that situation. Because if your kid is in a predicament where they need money, but their entire lives they've mismanaged money, what do you do?
I can't give it to you.
And that's where I'm going.
Not in hand.
Yep.
Not in hand.
Trustee.
Yeah. I can't give it to you in hand. I can't be a part of your demise.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to take those financial advisory classes.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to understand, like, look, yes, it's here for you, but you got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
And you in that order in order to move to the next step, because you got to show me some personal responsibility instead of me just saying, well, just because I got it, you got it. That's not how it works.
Speaking about that personal responsibility, I like how you said, like, being able to, like, learn how to do things on your own, to be self-sufficient. Like, that's also a part of that as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What just came to mind to me is Hunter Biden. Look at President Joe Biden. You the president. You can hook your kid up with any job. You can do whatever. But it's probably a reason why President Biden has not, throughout these 8 years, gave Hunter a position of any sort.
You're not about to mess what I got going on. You ain't about to mess.
Look
this
at the
up.
difference when Donald Trump got in. Ivanka, his son-in-law, Kishner, and all these Don Jr. and Eric, and all he surrounded us with. Come on now.
Yeah.
Again, it must be a reason why Joe Biden was like, Hunter, I don't know if you need to.
Absolutely.
And
but I'm
then
gonna give you this pardon while I'm on my way out, though.
And look how long it took that. It went back to the mama who was like, "All right, Joe, he learned his lesson. Don't don't send our boy to jail. Are you serious?
Right.
That's where that came in at.
If I had the power, you wouldn't.
Oh, I would absolutely.
I would absolutely not send my kid to jail.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, we're talking about this while he's alive. Just imagine if he was he left him some money, something happened, and then now here's Dr. Jill saying, well, Hunter, don't spend all that money that he left.
But would it really have been prison for Hunter? I mean, he would have had to have Secret Service.
Dang.
He would have had to have. You feel what I'm saying? He would have been protected.
I don't think he had. I don't think he was been cleared. Again,
he is the son. Do you know how much damage could be done if they end up holding him at knife point or shank point, shall I say, inside a prison?
That.
He couldn't have been in Gen Pop. No. He would have been in Club Fed. Enjoying life.
Yeah.
Regardless, he couldn't go home.
Service. I get it. I get it. But if home is brought to you, some people are cool.
Creation Muse on our YouTube message board said low security prison.
Right. I'm just saying.
The house.
Yeah, right.
The house. Let's go to the caller. The caller, you are on Truth Be Told with Telly. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
Good morning and continued happy holidays to all of y'all. I thought about a couple of different instances of rich parents and children. On the very negative side, I thought about the disrespect that T.I. has experienced with his son. And in the same vein, Master P with Lil Romeo. But a positive note is Michael Jordan's mother in 1984 convincing him to sign not just a one-time payment deal of a few $1 million from Nike, but continued equity, which made him a billionaire. So that was it. Like you guys are talking about, if you're talking about teaching somebody to fish, she taught not only him, but all the athletes to follow him. Like LeBron and Steph Curry have also, and many other athletes, signed deals similar to Jordan's deal where they continue to get paid. And most of them are making more money off the court because of Jordan's mom being so smart. I think she was a teacher. So salute to Miss Jordan and the billionaire that she created with, just simply telling him maybe you don't want to sign with Adidas. Because I heard that Michael, he liked wearing Adidas, but he had to wear Converse in college. But anytime you would see him during that time frame, he had Adidas on. So he wanted to sign with Adidas, and she made him get on a plane and go listen to what Nike had to say.
Yeah. Thank you for the call. The caller, we appreciate it. And paying it forward could be in many, many ways. And I just think that just leaving someone a lump sum of money can be extremely, extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
And we're not just talking about the people that have had some mismanagement of money in their past. We're talking about regular people who got jobs. Like if you just wake up tomorrow and you look at your receipt from your bank statement and it says you have $483,000 in it, things are going to change for you.
Are you calling in to work that day?
Yeah, right.
Are you going to work that day?
Right.
And it's funny because people will always say, I know what I'd do if I had that money.
No, you don't.
Sir. Until you get that money in your hand, you don't know what you'll do.
You don't know.
Yeah. So we've been talking about this all morning, and what are your thoughts? We started off with Jackie Chan, who came out and said he will not be leaving his $400 million fortune to his son. Rather, he will be giving it to charity. And we just played a clip from Tyler Perry talking about how he is not trying to raise a rich, spoiled, entitled kid. I don't know how he's going to do that, but your thoughts, we want to hear from you, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. And before we get out of here on this final Friday of 2024, we're going to take a look back and reflect on 2024 because it's a lot of stuff that happened over this past year and some of the stuff you probably have forgotten about. But keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly. More after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And that was my mindset all year. Involve Giannis every single day.
Gruber Law Offices presents Thanalysis.
There's never been another person like me.
A podcast from Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
So why would I try to change?
Also supported by Carbless, premium ready-to-drink cocktails.
I just got to involve Giannis.
And Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee.
There's never been another Giannis throughout the history of the game.
Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
Ready to glow? RN2 Go Medical Services has you covered. With a top-notch team, including a skilled RN and medical doctor, they offer personalized treatments just for you. Feel fantastic with exceptional post-op care, invigorating IV hydration therapy, and vitamin injections. Enjoy advanced skincare, effective weight loss programs, and beauty enhancements like Botox, fillers, and PDO threads. Rejuvenate with PRP therapy and sculpt your dream body with cutting-edge body sculpting treatments. Why wait? Visit DestinationAestheticsMKE.com now to book your appointment. Your new radiant self is just a click away.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. Good morning. Good morning. If you're just joining us on this final Friday of 2024, we were just talking during the break. 2024 kind of flew by, and there's been a lot that has happened.
Yep.
A lot. And we want to look back on this final Friday of 2024, because next week we know we are already on board and getting prepared for 2025. And I mentioned it the other day. I'm not sure which day it was. It's all kind of flowing together. But I know for me, 2024 started with a bang, and it just continued on. It was just one thing after another. And I would say it started with a bang. To me, everything kicked off with the Cat Williams interview.
Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. He depicted the whole entire year.
Everything. Yep. And never in the history, or at least since I've been in broadcasting, that somebody can do one interview and everybody talks about it for the entire year.
Yeah.
And he never did a follow-up.
No.
Nope.
It wasn't necessary.
Never did a follow-up. Now, you had all these other people going behind him saying, nah, that didn't happen, or no, he lying, or why would he say that, or he still said the entertainer's joke from him, and blah, blah, blah. But
one interview, that's all.
One interview.
That's all he needed. and kicked off his whole tour.
Yeah, and he basically was like, I ain't got nothing else to say.
No.
Right.
What else y'all want me to say? I told y'all the truth that Hollywood has protected for a lot of years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to say anything else.
Protect that man.
Wow.
Protect that man.
Yes, but 2024, a year of unrest. You had wars. You've had an election that the candidate was, they tried to assassinate him twice.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one and a possible, because that second one, like, he was golfing. and
one and a possible.
Yeah, it's one and a possible.
Yeah, it was definitely spades. That's what it was given.
I mean, we had the RNC right here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what will you remember? Kayla, I'll start with you. 2024. What are some of the things that you'll remember about this year?
I was saying, so you're talking about the RNC. I really thought that the RNC was going to bring something different. I think that everybody in the city of Milwaukee was excited and so ready for the revenue that was going to hit the streets, and it didn't really do that. It didn't really do that. Like, I remember that being a big thing. Some other things that was just really big for me personally is just getting out into the world more and just being more of myself and becoming more of a personality, a media personality. So that was really good for me. But then also like seeing a lot of our community members come together and make things possible and make things happen for the city is something that I would like to highlight and think about.
Yeah. I mean, 2024, we saw the first black woman to win the Democratic nomination, and well, she didn't win it, but yeah, Joe Biden kind of stepped aside. She took it over, but there was
she was there.
Yeah, she was there, and you can't take that away from her. She ran for president for 100 days, and in the first 24 hours, I think she raised $115 million.
Yep.
And so there were some highlights we saw that we might not ever see again.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump being reelected after being charged with 36 felony counts.
Yeah.
Well, the total is in the 90s of all the charges and counts against him, but they're starting to fall off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dropping like flies.
Yeah. And knowing that on January 20th, he will be taking office again. A lot didn't happen. But, Homer, you were saying in 2024, there were some highs and there were some lows, but the lows almost seem to almost outweigh the highs.
Right, absolutely. Again, there were a lot of highs for me in my life, but the lows is like just the mass amount of people that we lost. Like they're, and I'm not just talking about the high profile people that have passed away, but just in the community as a whole. Keon Jackson Malone, all the work that he was doing out here in the community. And it's just so many others. And that's not talking about the homicides, you know what I'm saying? Where families that are waiting for closure and some families that have been waiting for years for closure to find out who may have taken their loved one. And another one of the highs is I've seen a lot more community organizations coming together to give Black and try to pour into our communities, which is very, very important. The food giveaways, just trying to take care of some of the needs that we know that our community has. And like I say, the organizations like from Running Rebels to Dream Team United, WI, and the Northcott Neighborhood House, West Care, Wisconsin, just ComForce MKE, just all of these different organizations finding out how important it is that we can do more when we come together and collaborate. And so there was a lot more collaboration this year that I believe helped our community. And we definitely need it. But this violence is just out of control. Christmas started horrible in the city, you know what I'm saying, with shootings from the 6-year-old girl, some people saying that she was only 4. Then the homicides, the ones on 38th and Nash, then the ones on South 37th Street, and then somebody got stabbed. And so it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. And this season is already emotional for a lot of people because they have lost a loved one, whether it's a mother, father, grandparents, or best friend, or sons and daughters, and all of that, man. And so it's already a tough mental time of the year for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And this stuff just ain't helping it. Like, you came into town to celebrate Christmas, and now you out at a hospital praying that somebody survives.
Yeah, that is not the way that you want to end a year, and the violence definitely has to stop. I truly think this is and has been a year of transparency. And at the beginning of the year, we said this was going to be a year of exposure, and a lot of things were exposed in 2024, from the referendums with MPS to all the way to the things with Diddy to I mean,
the wall has been lifted.
Yes,
It has been lifted.
and there's a lot of things but my concern moving forward is, what do you do with the things that's been revealed to you? Now, because we always say when you know better, you do better.
Right.
And so now that these things have been exposed, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to act like I don't know these things?
You can't.
Or are you going to move differently? And during the pandemic, we heard a lot of, well, this is the new norm. But the funny thing is, you went back to doing some of the same things that you used to do before COVID.
Yeah.
But it's like the new norm. Like, wait a minute, the new norm looks, a lot like the old norm.
Right.
Deja vu. I've been here before.
And so with that exposure, I felt like there were a lot of trust issues that came out. You had a school board superintendent, a superintendent that was telling you all of these things that were needed, and we need this referendum, and if you don't pass this referendum, you don't care about the kids' future. And then once the referendum is passed, you find out all of this stuff that was going on. And I just felt like that was totally it was very deceptive for the community.
Yeah.
And
now we got these blue envelopes.
And then now you've betrayed the trust. So what happens the next time when these things really are needed? And you're like, well, y'all told us that the last time, and y'all got $250 million out of us.
Did you get your blue envelope?
I didn't get my blue envelope.
Man, them property taxes is no joke.
Not yet.
Oh, I've seen statuses. I've seen
property taxes coming in them blue envelopes because of that referendum.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, and then you had property taxes going up. You had promises that were made that haven't been kept, like school resource officers. That was a part of the deal that they were supposed to be in January 2024. Now we are, 4 days away from 2025, and they still ain't heard from them.
Voss is talking about, we probably going to hold back some of the funding.
Yeah. So, I mean, and you've had so many things, not just in our community, but overall, the elimination of DEI. And there's so many things that have happened in 2024 that once you start to sit back and reflect on it, you're like, man.
Yeah.
The world is watching.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Craig, hit us up on our talking text line. You can as well. Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Craig says, Telly, there were a lot of things that happened this year of 2024, but another great thing that happened was that Truth Be Told was given to us. Much success in the upcoming year. Craig, we appreciate the love as always. Keep it locked right here. We want to hear from you. What are some of the things that you'll remember about 2024? Back after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's the final Friday of 2024. Hopefully that direct deposit didn't hit you and Christmas is over. Now you can get that account out the red because you know you done overspent, but hey, you got that money back today. As we continue on Truth Be Told with Telly, we're discussing 2024 and just reflecting back because what a year it has been. And from the RNC being in Milwaukee to, and keep in mind that the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, President-elect Donald Trump, happened a day or two before he came to Milwaukee. And so you had, oh, man, we got to get you on, okay?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There's the light. Yeah. I was like, hold on. We got to get Kayla in here. But yes, so many things have happened. But I think that it's also a time to not just look at the bad things that happen. It's also, there's some things that, you know, I'm sure that were good that happened throughout 2024 as well. And as we have a tendency to do, we always kind of look at the things that didn't happen and don't give a lot of credit for the things that did happen. Yeah. And I know I have a lot of things that I am very thankful for, and I count my blessings way more than I count my losses. And because there's no need to reflect on something that didn't happen for you, you know, pay attention and be grateful for the things that has happened for you. And because there's always going to be some things that you wish would have happened that didn't. And
absolutely.
And so 2024, all in all, in my opinion, it's a year. It was a year to remember. Yeah. It is definitely a year to remember. And lost some great people in 2024. Yeah. James Earl Jones passed. Sir. Quincy Jones. Yeah. Nikki Giovanni. Yeah, I saw someone did a tribute to all of the black celebrities and entertainers that we have lost in 2024. And that list was, man, Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, we lost some incredible people in 2024. But we saw some things that, like I said before the break, that we may not ever see again. Yeah. A black woman
campaigning to presidency.
Yes, and pretty much very close to being in the White House until the election. And then that's when everything wasn't as close as we thought it was. And to me, I'll say another thing about that election. It's amazing that you haven't heard anything that went wrong. No. There was nothing that went wrong. This was the perfect election. Only because someone won.
Right. Well, you know, we just heard about 200 ballots that were.
Yeah. But that wasn't going to make a difference.
No.
And if you think that happened in Milwaukee, and Homer is referencing that 200 ballots went uncounted in Milwaukee in the election, and then you know what they said, absentee, and you know what they said? Oh, it wouldn't have changed the results.
It wouldn't have changed the results.
But that's just Milwaukee.
Exactly.
Just Milwaukee.
So
let's look at all the other cities.
I personally think that the year of exposure may bleed over into 2025. I think there's going to be more things that will come out. But at this point, it doesn't matter. What's done is done.
Yeah.
He's back in office. So, I think there's going to be a lot of things, and I don't know if they're all going to be good at the beginning of the year. But this is who the people have elected.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit back and watch because I can't wait till the people that are affected that just rally behind him, and I want them to FAFO.
Yeah.
But we're going to do something a little different on this final Friday of 2024. Before we get to our truth of the matter, we're going to give you one more chance to enter into win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. That's right. Here's your chance for your one call. That's all Gruber 5K giveaway. Be caller number 7 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered in to win the $5,000 with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 7 right now at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. All right, Ricky, we know what time it is. It's that time for our truth of the matter. And for our final Friday of 2024, we're going to have Miss Kayla Lewis Allen lead us off.
Yes, so my truth of the matter is get your life insurance and make sure that we are setting these kids up for success. Like, make sure that that is a part of their toolkit that you are providing them with to go out into this world and to be a better person. That's my truth of the matter.
We appreciate that, Kayla. All right, Homer, what is your truth of the matter?
Don't make no damn New Year's resolution. Listen, just do it. Like Nike would say. Just do it. Because when you don't end up doing that, then you don't have to beat yourself up. We're already stressed out enough over trying to accomplish this and accomplish that. It's okay to set goals, but the goal doesn't have to be a resolution, okay? So you can set your goals and work at your pace to achieve those goals, because you don't need to be depressed going into 2025. You don't need to sit black and talk about, and I failed because I didn't get to do this, and I was supposed to do this, and I was supposed to stop it. Stop putting that extra stress on you. And as Kayla said, get your insurance game up. Please make sure you got life insurance. At the bare minimum, get some burial insurance.
Yes.
If you're renting, get some renter's insurance. If you're a homeowner, get some homeowner's insurance. You have to just make sure and get you a power of attorney medical. Get you a power of attorney in general. Just have that, because again, you never know. We are losing people that we didn't think were going to go anywhere this soon.
Yeah.
So, and some of them didn't have their business together. So, truth of the matter, get your life in order. We can't even talk about leaving money to somebody, and we ain't got our life in order.
Oh, yeah. Great truth of the matter, Homer. I appreciate that. And my truth of the matter is, I said that, of course, this is the final Friday of 2024. And while reflecting, that doesn't always mean that you're just looking at the bad things. Look at what have you learned from this year? What have you learned from this season? And what can you take into your next season? And there's no time to reflect and be upset or have regrets on what didn't happen. Maybe you need to just continue pushing forward and maybe push that into 2025, but don't look at it as a failure that you may not have accomplished all your goals that you set in 2024. So again, bump the resolutions. Resolutions are made to be broken. So just come up with a plan and come up with a course of action to achieve your goal in that plan. So again, when reflecting, it's also okay to realize some of the things that you may have learned and what lessons that you wanted to take away, because it's not always you're going to win. You either win or you learn. There are no losses. And that is my truth of the matter. Again, we want to give our special thanks to Kayla Lewis Allen and the legendary Homer Blow. Anything going on, Homer? Any shots out you want to give before we get out of here?
Man, listen, man. Shout out to the Salvation Army. Shout out to West Care, Wisconsin. Shout out to the Beta Philanthropies. Shout out to the Homer Blow Foundation, Inc., and all the families blessed with the happy holidays with families. And listen, you made that resolution. This is why I say don't make one. You was big last year. You were big this year. You were big a couple of years before that. Guess what? Some people just gonna be big.
You on my neck.
You gonna learn today.
On my neck.
You gonna find a way to shrink that back.
That's
all right. That'll do it.
I did not say that. Views and opinions.
All right, Truth Nation, we got to get out of here. We hope you make it a great and safe weekend. Up next is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Peace out.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation, let us take a second